All right, today we're jumping into a really curious story out of Rishra, a town in India. It's all about how one single, simple phrase managed to send an entire community into a bit of a frenzy. It's a pretty wild example of how easily wires can get crossed in our digital world.
So imagine this. You're scrolling through your phone and suddenly everyone is asking the same question. Is there a fox loose in Rishra? Now, Rishra is in the Hooghly district, and the idea of a wild animal sighting in a semi-urban area, well, that's the kind of thing that gets people talking right away.
And it all kicked off with this one very specific rumor. This wasn't just some vague, be careful warning. It was a distinct phrase that just seemed to pop up everywhere, and it totally grabbed everyone's attention. Fox in Rishra. That's what started circulating. It's short, it's intriguing, and it's just specific enough to sound like it could be real. And naturally, it sparked a huge wave of speculation. People were wondering, what kind of fox are we talking about? Where was it seen? Is it dangerous? You know how it goes. A phrase like that is basically tailor-made to go viral on a local level. And just as you'd expect, it spread like wildfire across all kinds of digital platforms. I mean, this is the modern word-of-mouth network in action, right? The rumor wasn't on the evening news. Nope. It was buzzing in private chats, getting passed around on Instagram stories, and it was even dominating local Google searches. It was a true digital wildfire. So, with all this online chatter going on, people naturally started asking, okay, but what's actually happening? Has anyone official said anything about this? It was really time to try and separate all the hype from what was really going on. And this really shows you the disconnect. The online world was pretty much convinced there was a fox on the loose. But when you actually checked with credible sources, there was nothing. No official reports, no wildlife alerts, not a single confirmed sighting. The story was basically all hype. And that's the real mystery here, isn't it? If there's no actual fox, why did this very specific phrase, fox in Rishra, suddenly become a trending topic? Well, the answer is somehow both simpler and way stranger than you might think. So get ready for the twist. The source of all this confusion wasn't an animal at all. It was something else entirely. And there you have it. Trending News Fox is a local business, an advertising and media agency, not a wild canine. It's just a classic case of a name getting shortened and completely misinterpreted online, which led a whole community down a totally wrong path. And as it turns out, Trending News Fox is actually a well-known local hub for businesses there in Rishra. They do everything from newspaper ads to digital marketing. And the irony is, their name is designed to be catchy and news-related, which is exactly what sparked all the confusion in the first place. So, what can we actually learn from this kind of quirky local story? Well, it's more than just a funny mistake. It actually reveals a ton about how information and misinformation spreads in our super connected world. Let's just break down how this happens. You start with a business that has a slightly ambiguous, catchy name. Then, people start searching for it online, and you know how we are. We shorten things for convenience. That shortened phrase, Fox in Rishra, gets picked up in social media loops. Curiosity takes over, and boom, a local myth is born. Ultimately, this whole episode is a perfect real-world example of what can happen when local search trends and casual social media chatter collide. It can create an entirely new and completely false narrative, and it just shows you how easily context gets lost online.
You know, the case of the fox in Rishra is a really funny reminder to always look a little bit beyond the trending headline. It makes you wonder, what's the strangest local rumor you've ever seen just take off in your own community?